welcome to episode 2 of our demo save with USPW in the Cornellverse, and we've made it to the Wednesday, and we're going to go through and actually book our first show in this save, because it's changed. So, yeah, we get to pick people to have the night off. It's like a search actually. Like, can I search people who aren't in any storylines? No? Wish I could. Ooh, but there's ranges in perception now. So yeah, some of our less known people. Let's say Miss American Pie. You can have the night off. Peter Novak, the Czech Destroyer. You can have the night off. I don't actually know. I'm honestly just using this because it's a bit of fun. Okay, we'll just say those two. Tonight's location, of course, we have to pick it. And then that's it. We are stuck there. We can't just change, so we need to know. And interestingly, the maximum capacity for generic venue is now 15,000. I think that's a great idea. The wrestling industry is very weak, though, at the moment. So we should probably stick to our base, which is the south east, isn't it? But no, we're actually the southwest. So we'll pick the best location, Phoenix, Arizona. Broadcast already done, no incidents. That's actually a shame. We got bonuses. Spend creative energy. Okay. I'm not sure of how to use this stuff yet, so let's give a creative finish. The surefire hit. Okay, we'll say. Let's say, I don't know, let's say we'll book a time limit, a match which almost goes to a time limit, and which goes to a time limit because the heel's manager pulls him out from the free count a second before the end of the match, before the referee, so the bell rings before the referee can DQ it. We'll give that a go, and then that's stored. Interesting. And I'll leave that there. Just, I don't really know yet. Locker room incidents. Ronnie Sky, let's have a look. View your profile. Are you good? Because, okay, so you've got good basics. He's a good seller. So if he wants to, we could use him as a jobber. Does he have any pop? No. But he's a good seller. He's a pretty good high flyer. I think we could use him. Yeah. Shady K. He's prickly. Let's see. Can you sell? Not really, and you're not good, but I don't really know if there's any negative. He's prickly, so he could cause an issue. We was part of a tag team, so he worked for SWF. How popular are you? 35. Okay. So he's actually got a bit of popularity. He would be... Yeah, I'll invite you in. Al Common wants to work tonight. Can you sell? You're alright. He's okay as a seller. He's not really popular. I mean, we could do a second squash match. Maybe next time, I'll say. Rumour mill. Steve Frehley and Jack Jackson got into an argument. Okay. Juliet King and Thomas Townsend got into a huge row. Okay. And Julius Moore was telling road stories. Oh my god, this is a lot of pre-start. This is a lot of pre stuff. And Enigma did not like my new appointment as the morale officer. Jesus Christ, that was a lot. Okay. Let's pull a rib on someone. Pull a rib on Eddie Howard. Okay. Everyone else in the locker room liked it, and we can now actually go on to booking. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, we don't have Howard, so let's try booking. Which way am I booking? Because obviously I haven't gone through these. Yeah, main event first. Nah, not doing main event first. And yeah, that's going to be my default. So we need a storytelling match. Filtered by divisions. Okay, so. And obviously, yeah, we've got the local wrestlers as well. But I've already... Oh, the Force! He was released. Why did we release the Force? I'm sure there's a story there. So let's try this new angle system. Okay. So. We will start off with a 4-minute in-ring segment. Live. Scripted. And it's going to be the members of the business. So Dusty DeCon, Rich Money, and Sterling Whitlock. Rich Money is going to be cutting a promo. Dusty DeCont is going to be bodyguard. And who was the other guy? Sterling Whitlock. Also going to be a bodyguard. Okay. Then that's the part 1. We are then going to... Ooh! Can we search by people who are already in this segment? No. Okay. We could sort the best promos. I'm sorry. I like this. I really like this, actually. Oh, these guys are in the business too, just not in the storyline part of the business. Okay, so Sterling Whitlock, you are going to be background. Okay, oh yeah, I want this alphabetically. This is complicated, actually. Dusty DeCon, that's who it was. You're a background player. Rich Money, you're going to be dramatic acting. Because Nicky Champion is going to come out and he's cutting a promo with Running Wolf. Running Wolf, how good are you as promos? Microphone's not great. You're going to be non-speaking appearance. Okay, so then leave there. That's going to go for That's just going to go for 2 minutes. And then part 3 is going to be those same 6. It's going to be Nicky Champion, Running Wolf, Dusty DeConte, Rich Money. Actually, Rich Money, you're going to be developing a character. You're going to run away, leaving your 2 guys to fight for you. Oh, there's a stables tab right there, for God's sake. Okay, and this is going to be content type. Not really anything, it's a generic thing. It's going to go 3 minutes, and they're going to be fighting. That looks good to me, and that's the first 12 minutes of the show. Show opening. What's in the staff tab? Oh, commentary and the rotation shot there. Okay, cool. Yes. He doesn't want to be scripted. Okay. We can make it improvised then. Okay. You're the only one talking. I thought this was 12. That was 12 minutes. 4, 2. Oh yeah. So it was 9. Okay. So now we've put that. I'm going to put the rest of the show and come back to you at the end. And here we go. So we've booked our first show. Turns out the people that I invited to go backstage literally were just backstage. I couldn't actually use them, or at least I couldn't find them again. So I'm going to take that on board. And our first match gets a 48. It's a dark match, a pre-show match. Wendy Anderson defeats Killer Cass with a flying crossbody. Gets a wrestling rating of 47. The crowd gets a 49, so the crowd were better than the wrestling. They're expectant and simmering. Looks good to me. And also we changed Bill Bryden's gimmick. She's going to be an underdog supporter. She's our babyface colour. Her job is to support the underdogs and the babyfaces. Okay, so part 1. We know this one. Rich Money cuts his promo talking about how he is the most dominant figure in USPW. Because at the end of the day, no matter what you want, I am wealthy. I am brave. I am the face of USPW, whether you like it or not. Nicky Champion and Running Wolf come out talking about, at the end of the day, Rich, you're in your mid-40s. You got these young guys around you because you think it makes you look young, but no, it just makes you look even older. And then we get a big brawl. So Rich Money's promo gets a 62. Nicky Champion's promo gets a 71. And the big brawl gets a 69. Nice. It loses heat on our story. The people we're talking were excellent without the script. Gets the crowd hotter. They're now hot and rising. Gets a 66 rating and leads straight into a tag match as Dusty Deacon and Sterling Whitlock defeat Hawkeye and Wolf, and Running Wolf was counted out fighting Sterling Whitlock after Turk Treneman attacks and Rich Money attack Nikki Champion. Dusty Deacon and Elizabeth Cartier had good chemistry, which is good to know. And he gets a 67 wrestling rating and a 72 crowd rating, because the crowd is white hot. It's an 86 for Nikki Champion. He is the face of this brand. Definitely who he'd be building the company around. Well, they already have been. They're very hot now, because Julius Moore cuts a promo on the Olympus duo, not including the third. Gains heat for the storyline. Pretty good stuff. I mean, it's not really anything else to say. Julius Moore's just discussing them, chatting to Alan Packer, who I'm using as a backstage interview. I don't know if that's his actual role, but he looks like one, let's be honest. So, two quick segment here, as it's two back-to-back promos. Elizabeth Cartier, Cooper Christie, and Turk Treneman cutting a promo, with Elizabeth Cartier doing the actual promo. And then Malik Chamberlain and Marcus English cutting a promo in response to pre-recorded promos, and they were dreadful, honestly. 48 for the businesses promo, and a 46 for the other two. Not great. Crowd's still very hot as we go straight into a tag team match, which gets a 65. It was a little too long, but they draw with a time limit because Elizabeth Cartier pulls out Turk Treneman at the last second to avoid him getting pinned. It was a little too long. Okay, the crowd don't like long matches. I will keep that noted. But not too shabby. Because 65, that definitely... So the creative finish was a success, and it definitely does help the rating. Because that's a 58 and a 56. You'd think this would get a 57, but a 65 is much higher than that. So you want creative finishes for your big matches, it seems. That will help you get those highest echelon grades. A 6-woman tag as the triumvirate of Jamie Quinn, Glorious Gloria, and Juliet King defeat Faith McGee, Misty Manson, and Sweet Danny Adams. Goes 7 minutes. Wrestling rating 53, crowd rating 53, but gets a 65. I don't know why that one got such a high rating. But it did, so I won't complain. Continues the story of the triumvirate going after Pariah, who was on commentary for this match. We get a quick promo from Alina America talking about her success in USPW, winning the title in her first year, and how she's going to take it to the next level. She is the new face of the women's division in USPW. And she gets attacked by Tiffany Jade. It's a bit of fun. We start a storyline here, take me seriously. A 71 for the promo and a 61 for the attack leaves us with a very nice 69. Our storytelling match for the show sees Rich Law and Josh Thompson lose to Steve Frehley and Anthony Trask when Steve Frehley pins Josh Thompson with Frehley's Comet. The match was designed to tell a specific story. It was two feuds merging into one match. Easy story. But a 65 for wrestling, a 71 for crowd rating, a 72 overall. We'll get a quick promo with Enigma just because I needed something to do, and it's actually being interviewed by Belle Bryden, who's into this. Is an in-ring interview. Enigma's just cutting a promo saying how he's not done. People consider him a legend, and he is a legend. But he's not done yet. And our main event gets a 61, which isn't great, because it is a 10-man gauntlet match to crown a number one contender for the national championship. And we start off with DC Reign versus Eddie Howard, who since 2020 have turned on each other. and it's Eddie Howard who picks up the win here. So we get Eddie Howard versus Roger Cage, and Roger Cage also gets eliminated. So Eddie Howard eliminates both DC Rain and Roger Cage for the first two. We then get Julius Moore coming in. We saw him earlier. He's 6'9", former defensive tackle in American football. And he comes in and he beats Eddie Howard. So Eddie Howard gets this great run at the start, but it's gone. Next up is Raja. He comes in, puts up a good fight, but also, unfortunately, does lose to Julius Moore. And then in comes Bash Street, a member of the Olympus Order, and he beats Julius Moore because Julius Moore gets attacked by Zeus. So the Olympus, the gods, working together to prevent Julius Moore from being successful. Julius Moore is replaced in the match by regular Joe, who puts up a good fight against Bash Street, but is the shortest entry in this match, losing quite quickly. Casey Valentine comes in, and he is the person to beat Bash Street. But Bash Street is followed by Trent Schaffer even, who is also eliminated by Casey Valentine. And the final two... Oh, it's actually got the order wrong. Bulldozer Brandon Smith was supposed to be the final elimination. Don't know what's happened there, because it was supposed to be this big guy coming in last to face off against Casey Valentine, who overcomes the odds and wins, becoming the number one contender for the national championship. The match was too long, which I could have worked out earlier. But what do we get overall for our first show booked? 61. Okay. This is going to be difficult. I'm excited for this journey, though. Let's do this. As we finish the show, let's go through these. Let's address the locker room. Skips can only be done in an event with normal intent. No injuries. Financial report. So we got 150,000 on ticket sales and almost 1.5 million on broadcast revenue. We paid 90,000 for workers, 28,000 on show costs, 5,000 on marketing, and 56,000 on merch. So overall, we gained £1.5 million from this show. Wow, that is insane, honestly. Popularity recap. Oh, this is handy. This is handy. We can see exactly where we're losing pop for each show. I love this. So we gained in Japan, Europe, and India. We lost in America, Canada, Mexico, and England. And nothing happened in Australia and New Zealand. And so Media Scrum, it wasn't an event, so we don't get that. And that is our first show booked. Look at that. We have done it. It's a little bit more complicated than 2020 was, but I like the new changes. It feels nice to book. I love the different segments, the different parts of an angle, so it doesn't feel like you're making so many segments which don't actually fit. You're not just rating everyone on entertainment with massive major success anymore. Actually, that cheat's gone. Would you look at this? I'm really excited for this game. These first two episodes have really filled me up with hope. I'm looking forward to continuing this save and eventually getting into from then to now. We are taking on both WWF and WCW. And what do we get on the ratings? 7 million viewers. Could you imagine wrestling in 2022 getting 7 million viewers? So we've got another 6 days until USPW American Wrestling again, and 23 days till our first event, Stars, Stripes, and Slams. So, I'm going to leave this here. Leave a comment if you've enjoyed. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, especially if you have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.